So I made this video the other day. Now you might have seen it, now hopefully you have. If you haven't, what the fuck are you doing? Go watch it, it's probably like the best video I've ever made. Except for one big flaw, which I failed to realize until the comments pointed out to me because I suck. I made this whole video talking about what I don't want the Infinite VR to be like, and I failed to mention what I did want it to be like. I know, how do you fuck that up? I don't know, but I did. So here's the video now explaining what I do want Halo Infinite's battle rifle to be like. First of all, allow me to clarify a few things. When I first made this video, it was more meant to be a quick take on how I felt about all of these weapons, and I wasn't necessarily trying to get into all of the technical differences with, hit scan, projectile, recoil, bullet spread, netcode. It was mainly supposed to be about how the gun felt. Not necessarily all of the performance statistics, but how your actual everyday experience was with the weapon during your matchmaking games. Oh, did I say matchmaking? Yeah, let me clarify that too. This video is specifically about the matchmaking VR. I somehow failed to mention that during the entire first video, like the fucking idiot that I am. Also, when I made the comment about the battle rifle being the most iconic Halo weapon and the perfect utility tool, I was speaking exclusively about matchmaking. But again, I failed to mention that because I'm a fucking idiot. And yes, I largely believe that because battle rifle starts in both matchmaking and competitive were largely the way the game was played back in Halo's golden years. So sure, it's influenced by nostalgia, but I mean, if the game was most popular when the battle rifle was the main starting weapon, then it stands to reason that that one would remain the most iconic in terms of a utility tool. So yeah, that's why we're probably gonna have battle rifle starts back in Infinite. I've also seen a bunch of comments saying that I contradicted myself, and I want to try to clarify that, because I don't believe that I did, but I understand that because I failed to clarify exactly what I meant on what I want with Infinite's battle rifle, it could have been confusing. So 4-shot kill, accurate shots, too easy. Yes, it is too easy if the gun itself is extremely easy to aim. 4-shot kill with recoil, too weird. Yes, it is too weird because that's not how the gun ever worked in the past, and it's very strange when you're having to compensate for recoil on a vertical scale when most of the actual movement in fights happens on a horizontal level. So I don't really like the way that feels. 4-shot kill with spread, stupid. Yes, bullet spread is dumb, and it makes the game random and inconsistent. I do not like it. 5-shot kill, accurate shots, too weak when there's a monumentally better 5-shot weapon available, like the DMR. The presence of the Halo 4 DMR makes the Halo 4 battle rifle as a 5-shot completely irrelevant. A lot of people have pointed out that the inconsistency issues aren't necessarily 343's fault, but mainly connection. Now, there may be some merit to this, but Halo 5's early battle rifle proved consistency was achievable. You can't blame this on connection. I'm getting every 4-shot here. Now, of course, you could say I have a god connection, but I really don't. I have a very average connection, at least definitely during the time I recorded this, a couple years ago with the original Halo 5 battle rifle. But my complaint with the Halo 4 and Halo 2 Anniversary battle rifle is that they are too easy to aim, yet inconsistent. This is where people get confused. How can it be easy to aim, but inconsistent? The same way that the OG Halo 5 battle rifle, Halo 4 battle rifle, and Halo 2 Anniversary battle rifle all feel about the same when it comes to aiming them, but the OG Halo 5 battle rifle was way more consistent. So Halo 5's original battle rifle was not only easy to aim, but consistently registered shots. H2A's battle rifle was very easy to aim, but wouldn't consistently register shots. Let's say you're playing catch with a friend, and you're throwing a baseball. Now, if you're only standing about 20 feet apart, it's pretty reasonably easy to catch a baseball with a baseball glove. But let's say the ball's coming into the net of your glove, and your glove just breaks for some reason, but this only happens on every 4th throw or something. There's like a little hole in your glove and the ball just keeps going through it. You can be doing everything right on your end, and it technically can be speaking easy, and it still doesn't necessarily work. This is where it's extremely frustrating. Imagine you did everything right on your end, put your hand in the right spot, the ball hits the net exactly where it should, but it ends up breaking through your glove. You didn't make the catch, and somehow that's your fault. Now, you would blame the equipment, wouldn't you? You would blame the glove. In this case, I'm blaming the battle rifle. Now, I know that's not a perfect example, but what I'm just trying to say is it is frustrating regardless if I'm aiming correctly and my shots aren't counting. No matter what the cause is, whether it's lag or whatever it is, it's probably connection based no matter what, but I'm always going to be frustrated if I'm doing what's right on my end, but the game isn't counting my shots. Just like if you were trying to catch the baseball perfectly and it just wasn't working. You'd be upset. And again, you can't fully blame connection because 343 proved they could make a consistent battle rifle with the Halo 5 battle rifle. But before we get too far from that point, I just want to be very clear. Consistency doesn't mean it's good, it was still way too easy. One of my big problems is that everybody that was using this battle rifle essentially had the same shot. At mid-range, nobody's missing. Maybe up close you could find a little bit of a skill gap, but if you had first shot in a fight, you pretty much can't lose. And that shouldn't be the way it is. Now let me talk a little bit about the Halo 3 battle rifle. As many of you have pointed out, it's extremely inconsistent, and that's a non-argument. This is a result of the netcode being weird, how the game translates to higher frame rates, and of course the shitty bullet spread the weapon has. However, back in OG Halo 3, the weapon was much more consistent on lower frames, but still inconsistent. For all of the weapon's flaws though, it had a large skill gap, and that's one reason I love it. The Halo 3 battle rifle may have been inconsistent and weird, but definitely there was a learning curve, and if you spent enough time, you could be more consistent than your regular player. One of my biggest complaints about the H2A, H4, and OG H5BR is that they're just too easy to aim, as mentioned multiple times. The game is a lot less fun when the skill gap is drastically reduced and basically every player has the same shot. Hey, you know that Call of Duty stereotype that there's not really a skill gap and that everybody's good at it because it's easy to get kills? That's what it felt like with the battle rifle. And I know how much Halo players hate to be compared to COD. Fucking normies! There's nothing inspiring me to work harder on my mechanics and my shot when little Jimmy, who plays only on the weekends, can get on and 4 me with ease. It shouldn't be that easy to consistently land 4 shots on people, and it's even more frustrating when you do, but you still don't get the kill due to bad shot reg. So now the answer you're all waiting for: what do I want to see in Halo Infinite's battle rifle? I've been plenty critical on what I don't want, but I haven't explicitly stated what I do want. In my mind, the best version of the battle rifle that 343 could put out, at least up to this point, based off the information that I have, would probably be something close to the original Halo 5 battle rifle, but with tighter hitboxes and reduced aim assist. Now, in theory, this should allow a weapon that can consistently get perfect kills, which is definitely what you want. You should want to strive to get perfect accuracy. You should want to strive to try to get perfect kills. You should strive to never miss, and you should be rewarded when you don't miss. If you are able to accurately aim a gun that is hard to use, you should be rewarded with a fast kill time and a perfect kill. So I want there to be potential for consistency, but that should not be achievable by your average player. The average Halo player should not be able to run and gun dominantly with the battle rifle like you saw early Halo 5. Pretty much every player was gonna be dropping a couple perfects a game. Pretty much every player was gonna get a free 4 shot at mid-range. This is something that I would like to avoid. That's something you didn't see with a Halo 3 battle rifle. As inconsistent, as annoying as it was, the better player was more likely to win the fight. And that's what I want to see. I want to see better players winning more fights because they spent more time working on their shot, polishing their game, polishing their shot, polishing their craft, working hard, trying to learn how to beat opponents in combat rather than just let the gun do all the work because it's so f***ing easy. Now, it's important to acknowledge that up until this point, this is really all speculation. We don't know what 343 has planned. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know what the new battle rifle is going to be like. But in my mind, I would like it to be consistent but challenging. It's possible for it to be consistent, but it's not easy for it to be consistent. The same way you can consistently hit headshots with the snipe in Halo 3, but it doesn't mean it's easy. Now, I know that's just a one-shot thing and it's a little different, but you get my point. It should be harder to aim, should be possible to be consistent, but it shouldn't be easy. Also, please remember, guys, I'm just over here making videos, you know, I'm not a game developer, alright? I don't know what the f***'s going on. I don't know how to make a game. I'm not even gonna get into, like, I don't know the first thing about actually making a game. I'm not saying this is an easy thing for them to do, and ultimately, I really hope it doesn't sound like I'm trying to be too hard on them, because I'm really not. I just really want the game to be good. I want Infinite to be my favorite game that I've ever played, hands down, and I just really hope that we get there. Anyways, so this is some clarification. Just wanted to make this little bit of a video and a response, because I realized that I f***ed up. Now, on the last video, I guess part 1 technically to this, the response was absolutely phenomenal. You know, I obviously spent a little bit of extra time editing and just working hard and trying to make a, you know, better video for you guys, and the response was great. So I really want to, you know, try to continue that energy moving forward, and thank you guys for the support. But I also just want to use this time to, you know, open the discussion. What would you guys like to see me cover next? I've seen some suggestions for, you know, doing other weapons, or, you know, just, what would you guys like to see? I want to do more content like this, and I want to be able to give my opinion and maybe just break down what I think about things. So leave your suggestions in the comment below. If you guys want to see me break down Halo 5's movement, a different weapon, whatever it is, you know, you get the point. Comment. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry I'm so bad at making videos.